Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again to my show, Wamadat Tamuh. And today is a different episode because we have an international guest, Mr. Spencer, who gladly accept to have to be my guest for today in my show. I would like to thank him so much for accepting this invitation. And in this moment, I would like to thank him for all the efforts he brings to the world during this time of the year. I actually attended a lot of his workshop on his Instagram page and it inspired me. I would like to thank you from my heart for spreading hope and motivates others to just keep on no matter what hard or challenges we can face. Welcome to my show, Mr. Spencer. How are you doing?
Salam alaikum.
How are you doing today?
Very well indeed, thank you. And thank you very much for having me on the show.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Spencer.
Oh, where do you want me to start? I'm 50 years old. I was 50 just a couple of weeks ago, so I'm now very old. But I'm from London originally. I'm from the UK, and I've lived in 10 different countries now over the years, but I've been here in Dubai for 15 years. And I am on a mission to motivate the world, to help people grow their businesses, and to help people to find ways and solutions through challenging times to become successful at what they do.
That's amazing. Who is your mentor, Mr. Spencer?
Wow. I don't think I've ever had one mentor. I remember when I was a 19-year-old boy, there was a man that taught me how to sell, and his name was David Schillingus. And when I was a boy, he was a mentor. And then there was another man called Eric Pomfret, and he was a mentor too. And I think as you go through life, you find people that inspire you and take time to teach you and coach you. Maybe they're employers, maybe they're your boss, maybe a colleague, maybe a family friend. But if you want to take somebody famous, then I've done a lot of work with Tony Robbins over the course of the last 25 years. So I'm very grateful for all of his teachings and how he took time to coach me many years ago.
I saw your interview. It was just inspiring, as most of your interviews. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So 19 years old, what were you selling at that time?
So my first experience in sales was learning to sell office equipment. So I was selling photocopying machines and fax machines. That's what I learned to sell in the City of London. I had great training from the companies that I worked for. And so I was a very proud salesperson. I was very happy to be able to find solutions for companies around the needs that they had relating to my products and services. And then in 1993, I got into financial services, and I left London and moved overseas to the Far East. And learned about the financial services industry. And then I became very passionate about helping people to stop making stupid decisions with money and to make sure they protected their family and make sure that they had money for their retirement. And so these types of things I learned about, and I got really enthusiastic about because I believed they were very valuable for people.
Wow, that's so much inspiring. So since 19, that's amazing. We have like an idea or a thought that you need to finish college till you start doing a business or till you start to make. So being in that age and starting making like a lot of work and decisions, and I guess a lot of mistakes as well. It teaches you to be a very powerful person and give you all of that knowledge. MashaAllah, keep going. So why did you choose Dubai exactly?
Why does anybody choose Dubai? Dubai chose me, actually. So what happened is I was living in the Netherlands, in Holland, before I was in Dubai. And the company that I was growing, we bought a business in Dubai. And one of us needed to go and run that business. And so I said, hey, I'll give it a go. No problem. It's easy for me. And I came to Dubai and was seduced by the wonderful architecture and really fantastic people and so many different nationalities and cultures. living in many countries before meant that I'd learned to understand how different cultures thought and behaved and acted and belief systems. And so working in a country with so many nationalities was just a feast for me. It was just wonderful to be exposed to so many great minds and just kind people.
I can see how much you love humanities. Did you manage to learn Arabic though?
You know what? I had Arabic lessons and I failed miserably. I tried really hard for 3 months and it was really difficult. And the problem with Arabic is not the language. The problem with Arabic is that everybody in this country speaks English, or if not everybody, almost everybody. And so it's when you learn a language, you have to be in an environment where everybody speaks that language. So when I lived in Brazil, I learned to speak Portuguese because nobody spoke English. It was Portuguese or nothing. And so, you know, when I lived in Thailand as well in the early years, learning Thai helped me get around the place and stuff. So I think that Dubai makes it very, very, very easy for you to live here. And it also makes it very easy for you to be lazy, particularly with languages. And so, yeah, I've let myself down a bit, but yeah, stop speaking to me in English. If everybody spoke to me in Arabic, then I'd have no choice.
How about I come once a week and give you 1 hour Arabic, just Arabic speaking? It's up to you to understand.
Every day.
Okay, deal. And you teach me how to sell. That's a win-win situation.
Awesome. Everybody wins.
If you were not a sales coach, what would you be?
Wow, great question. When I was younger, I was really keen on the military, and so learning how to fly aircraft in the military was something I was interested in. I have I suppose a secret dream which I share with very little people. I think I should be a TV presenter or a TV host or on stage in some capacity, because I find it very easy to be in front of camera and I'm very comfortable in front of camera. And so something like that, I'm sure, would have been a natural progression for me. But I think that now I know what I know, and being in the world of sales, I think being a salesperson is one of the most fantastic professions that there is on the planet. And you're never going to run out of salespeople. You're always going to need them. You're always going to need somebody. Every business is selling something somehow, some way. And so I think that as time goes by, more and more salespeople that are professional and know what they're doing are going to be needed. And now is a really good time, because with COVID-19 and the coronavirus and the lockdown, it's meant there's going to be a recession. And with that recession, it also means that we're going to be in a position where we have to sell our way out of the recession. You know, if you are General Motors, you're going to have to sell cars. If you're the Marriott Hotel Group, you're going to sell hotel rooms. If you're Emirates Airlines, you've got to sell airline tickets. So from the largest company to the smallest, the only way that we can get our way out of this difficult time will be to sell our way out of it, to keep bringing revenue to our businesses.
So, but now I can see that you are totally a host. You have almost 100 episodes in podcast. You are a wonderful one. Like, you are unconsciously pursuing your dream or your secret talent, because you are having a wonderful questions, an amazing guest, and I invite everyone to go and check Spencer podcast, because it's just an asset. It's just like a data bank, if I can call it. A bank actually full of so much inspiration, so much information. And yesterday I was exposed to 2 episodes and it was totally amazing. I can speak about it for a century, and maybe we can convert it to Arabic so people can understand what kind of information you are providing. Amazing, and a very good choice of selecting these guys. Maybe you can shift them to me now so we can shift them to Arabic, and me and you giving a show.
Why not?
Thank you so much for all of these gifts you are giving to the world. This is something will live forever. You know, in the digital world, khalas, you are making a history. And this is a part of it. This too, inshallah, will make something for the world. Thank you.
I look, I do it because I'm really interested in people. I'm fascinated by people's stories. I'm fascinated by people's struggles. I feel people's pain. And I think there should be more platforms for people to share the challenges they've been through and the mountains they've climbed and the hurdles they have faced. And you know what? That I believe that nearly everybody in the world is good. There is only a few people that are not good. And so many people have stories of inspiration. And I don't mean entrepreneurial stories. I mean stories of real inspiration. People that have done things that are superhuman and fought against challenges and oppression and pain in ways that you couldn't imagine. And to give them a platform to share their story. I'm the conduit. I'm nothing else. These people are phenomenal people. So I'm very, very grateful for them.
Thank you for being who you are, to just expose the reality. So we don't think, and this is what my show actually is presenting as well, as showing that those successful people have a struggle. They have like been through challenges, and you can do it as well. Just you need to listen and learn and try. Don't give up. And the next question will be, do you have a coach?
Right this minute, right now, no, but I usually do. But I run my coaches a little bit like I run my personal trainers. Mm-hmm. So I will have a personal trainer for approximately 6 to 9 months before we become very familiar. When you have a personal trainer that becomes your friend, they don't push you as hard. Mm. And you make excuses. But when they're not your friend and they're your personal trainer, then they push you the way they need to.
So you cheat them after 9 months. You know how to manipulate them.
Yeah. And so with
they
coaches,
have to teach you how to stop eating banana bread for your next we are trying to lose weight, Spencer, and you are showing us the banana bread. No, that's not cool. God bless you. No, I believe we need to have some enjoyment. I can see that you are a fan of food as well as me, so good luck.
Too much.
Okay. Now you've been since 19 years old doing the sales and selling products from different and small business, big businesses. Have you ever lost a deal?
Yeah, loads.
What do you do after that? What do you do?
Look, this is why respecting salespeople is really important, because if you work in many jobs, you get your salary at the end of every month. You start work at 8 a.m., you finish work at 4:30 p.m., you go home and you forget about your work and you know that your salary will be there every month. When you work in sales, you have to deal with psychological highs and lows every day. 1 minute, you take a new client on or you get a deal and you jump in your car and you're, yes, got the deal, and you're happy. And then sometimes you get in the car and the answer has been no. And so you feel down and deflated. And I think that people forget this about salespeople. They generally don't always have salaries. They work on commission. They still have to pay for the rent. They still have to pay for their children's school fees. They still have to pay for the car and the groceries. They don't get the security of a salary every month. And so for me, remember one thing, everybody that has a job, whatever you do, your company is selling something. They're selling a product or a service. Something is being sold. And so most people wouldn't have jobs unless there were salespeople, because the salespeople are the people that bring the revenue into businesses. And so please respect them. And I've lost many deals, many deals. And I've been learning all the time as well. I'm not perfect. And, you don't always have the solution for a company. You don't always have the right chemistry between you and the buyer. And so, no, you won't always get the business. And I'm definitely one of those guys that doesn't always get it. But I get more than I lose. And I suppose that's what matters.
That's amazing. Yes, you are true. It's a mental process. I used to be a sales back then, and I hated myself. I hated my job. I hated my family, and I took a very dangerous decision because that moment I thought I'm just a number. If I make the sales, my manager will love me and take care of me. If not, I'm nothing. I'm nobody. And really, it made for me a mental issues that I hated everything, and I took a dangerous decision to quit and to never open the door to anyone because I felt rejection. So what I learned is like being, but I used to like learn like to read positive things and to listen before I go and to keep charging myself. However, unfortunately, many managers and many companies look at their salesperson as a machine. If he got the money, he is welcomed. If not, he is like nothing. I pay you. I listen to many managers say, I pay your salary, you're not doing well. Well, what I'm doing is I'm getting out, especially in Dubai. You see how the weather is heat, and you go in the summer times, you try, you work yourself, you have your stories, you wait, and you know, waiting is not an easy thing. Waiting for the doctors or for your prospect to come and show and give you 5 minutes, you need to manage. But I learned a lot, and I'm thankful for the sales job that I have because it exposed my mind to totally different worlds. And but you know, I fail badly, but I'm back, alhamdulillah, and all what I have learned is bring me to where I am. So I'm too thankful for that job, and inshallah soon I will have my own products, which I don't know what it is, what I will find. We'll see. Thank you so much. So there is two different section in every company: marketing and sales team. Marketing and selling, what's the difference between two of them?
I think a lot of people get this confused because they don't understand what the difference is. But selling is finding a prospect and closing a deal. Marketing is where you essentially market your brand to the world. You market your services. You don't sell anything. You are literally bringing attention to what you do, and you're positioning what you do. But selling is where you go to find people that have got a problem and you bring a solution to them, and they write a check or they transfer some money or whatever it may be to buy the product or service that you offer. So it's distinctly different. And it's been very cloudy in recent time because you've seen these people that do digital marketing, and they don't do digital marketing. They do lead generation, digital lead generation to make sales, but they call themselves digital marketers. And that's not what they are. And so a marketer is the guy that designs the glossy advert you see in the female or male magazines. You know, that these people are brand positioning, and they are getting your attention around their perfume or their cosmetics or their makeup or their cars or whatever it may be. And so they're distinctly different roles, distinctly. And I'm not a marketer, okay? I understand marketing, but I'm not a marketer.
Because marketing doesn't bring you sales. I tried it. I can see people looking at my advertisement. I do my workshops. I do currently some workshops. So people look at it, they like it, but they don't come, they don't buy it. So now I'm asking myself, how can I transform these likes into money?
Absolutely. Well, that's the secret of sales, isn't it?
How can I do that? Shall I follow up with them personally one by one and start to, how do you do that? How do you
Give me,
transform them into like a cash?
okay, give me the example exactly.
Like I have a workshop, it's supposed to be next week. I put it into Instagram ad. I choose where I want it to be. I choose the category, which category of customers that I want. And then I receive a lot of people, like I can see the impression. There's a lot of people saw the advertisement. And then like maybe only a little people just sign in. How can I make those leads into a money? How can I make them to come and join the workshop?
So you're running a video advert or a written advert? What does the advert look like?
Just a post.
So the post says what?
It says that there is a workshop, for example, for multiple intelligence. If you want to learn, develop yourself, know your intelligence, know what's the best job for you. You can develop yourself. Come join us. This is the forum if you want to join. That's it.
That doesn't sound very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. And what you have to do is you have to hook people. So when you're running an ad on social media and you post something, you've got to hook people. So you hook people by asking them a question.
Okay.
Would you like to have the whitest teeth in the world? Yes. Okay, we'll come to our workshop and we'll teach you how to have the whitest teeth. You know, would you like to double your money in the next 12 months? Okay, yes. Okay, right. This is a workshop and we're going to show you step by step what you have to do to double your money every month. Register below to attend the event. And you've got to give me a reason to want to attend. All right. When you just post something and look, the internet is literally your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn feeds are bombarded with adverts every day.
Yeah.
And most of them you just scroll past because they're not getting your attention. And so you have to get someone's attention. So ask the question and don't fear controversy. Remember, controversy will engage the people that are with you, and it will disengage the people that are not with you.
Yeah.
So, and the people that are not with you, you don't care about anyway. So you have to not fear being controversial. You have to push the boat out, because compare it to ice cream. Everybody will eat vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
But nobody really wants vanilla ice cream. We want mint choc chip. We want rum and raisin. We want double chocolate. We want, we don't want vanilla. We'll take it, but we don't really want it. And so you have to not be vanilla. You have to be something different, something unusual. Now, not everybody likes mint choc chip, but the ones that do really like it. And if you sell mint choc chip ice cream, then you're going to get that section of the community. So you have to aim your marketing and your targeting. If you're running Instagram posts, you have to understand that Instagram and Facebook are pay to play models. You don't get anything for free on Instagram and Facebook anymore. I've got, 30,000 people that follow me on Instagram. You have to pay for people to see your content. You have to pay for the 30,000 people I have. I have to pay for all of them to see my content. So I think that you got to understand you have to put ad budget, but you have to be creative with your adverts. You have to be controversial, and you have to hook somebody, and you have to start and lead everything with a question.
Amazing. Thank
because
you
if somebody
so much.
reads the question and they go, that's not me, then they can carry on. But if somebody reads the question and goes, that's me, then you've hooked them.
Thank you so much. This is a very successful tip. I will sure apply it, and I will let you know.
Thank you.
Okay. How do I select? I have a company. How do I select my salespeople? What's the criteria of successful sales?
Okay, so again, it depends on what you're selling, but if you, in general, you've got two types of salespeople: experienced and trainee. Anybody who has not sold before is a trainee salesperson. Would you deal with a lawyer that was unqualified?
No, it's risky.
Would you go to a dentist that wasn't qualified?
No.
So why would you have a salesperson that wasn't qualified?
Yeah.
So when you recruit salespeople, if they're experienced, they will be able to demonstrate success to you. And I don't mean demonstrate success by what they write on their CV. They will demonstrate success by what they have achieved. So if it has been related to the money they've made, they will be able to demonstrate that to you. They will show you bank statements. If they were the #1 salesperson in their previous company, they will have emails, photographs, awards, trophies, plaques, certificates from the company saying you're #1. Whatever anybody says they have done, you need the evidence always. So when you recruit anybody into sales, they must demonstrate that they have achieved success before. And also they must demonstrate that they know the path to success. At an interview, how can you know how good somebody's attitude is? How can you know how good somebody's work ethic is? You don't know that. They say to you, I work really hard.
Use your friend machine learning system.
Yeah, there's artificial intelligence that will help with that, but it still doesn't do everything, and not related to sales. So for me, I think that you must hire very slowly. And what we do subconsciously as human beings, if I meet you for the first time in an interview situation, and there's one thing about you I like, let's say it is your smile. So I meet you, you come to my office, we shake hands, nice to meet you, and you sit down and you smile. And I'm like, subconsciously, I like your smile. My brain subconsciously then looks for other things to like.
Yeah.
If I interview you and I look at you and meet you for the first time and there's something I don't like about you, I subconsciously will then look for other things not to like about you.
Yeah.
And so we as interviewers, most people get it wrong. So when you recruit salespeople, most people get it wrong because many people will tell you they have great intuition, but most people have lousy intuition. They just have got it right once or twice, and they don't count all of the times they've got it wrong. So my advice is always, when you're recruiting salespeople, make sure they have a track record of success. Okay, speak to their clients as well as speaking to their employer.
They have to be beautiful also, right? Good looking.
No.
But always they do, you know? They always look smart.
They make the best of themselves.
Yeah,
they
are
well presented. That's right. They're well presented and they absolutely try their best to look their best, but they don't have to be good looking.
I used to be one. So don't forget that. How can you kill a salesperson?
How can you kill? How can you kill a salesperson? You mean kill their spirit?
Yeah. Obviously not killing him, of course.
The way that you destroy a salesperson is by destroying their confidence. Okay. If you destroy their confidence, then that's a really bad thing. Salespeople need confidence. They need good levels of self-esteem. So if you constantly beat them down, you will beat the energy and the positivity out of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's totally true. I agree. Yeah. That is the most of the question that I have prepared for you. It was a really, really powerful interview. Thank you so much for all of that. And now I will ask people who's with us, if you would like to ask Mr. Spencer any question, he will gladly answer you. So if anyone of the audience, now we have 3 people with us. Thank you, Mariam, for being here, Anoud and Nasser. I received also a question, can you give a certificate for the people who attended the meeting today? They're asking for, see, it was just like this to make business. You are like, have the wealth karma, Mr. Spencer. I have to stay with you. Well, we will discuss this later if we can give some people a certification or something, but hopefully.
What do they get a certificate? What did they do?
Because of listening to your coaching now.
You don't get a certificate for listening.
Maybe
you get no certificate for listening.
More prepared for you and you can get certification, inshallah. We can plan it, right, Spencer?
If you take my online course, the Make It Happen University, and you pass the course, then you can be certified in sales.
So tell me more about your platform. And what is this about the goat thing? What's the goat? What's the goat you are putting? And you have the something goat. Yeah, I saw a goat also, a shape of a goat, so I wasn't mistaken.
So GOAT, G-O-A-T, stands for greatest of all time. Mm-hmm. That's what GOAT stands for, greatest of all time. And so that is a title that's been given to me as the greatest salesperson. But I have an online university. It's called the Make It Happen University, where I have put my life's work teaching everything you need to know about how to be a professional salesperson. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, you're a salesperson, you need to learn how to sell. My eldest daughter is 21 in September. When she leaves university next year, she will have to get a job. She will have to learn how to sell herself so that she can get a job. And the thing that people need to understand, really understand, is that selling is a critical part of success in business. Yes. And so it's really important that people understand and respect the skills required to be good at sales. So I built a university. There's 450 training videos inside 26 courses, teaching everything you could ever want to know about sales.
So it is like, how many again? 26?
Yeah, there's 450 videos inside 26 courses online, and that's an online course. And then with that course, you get monthly coaching with me in a group coaching format online every month. It's $97 per month.
$97.
365 dirhams.
Yeah, very nice. But it is in English only, right?
Yes.
We can do something. I have lots of idea I can share with you. So if you guys would like to be a sales professional, you can go to Make It Happen. It's a platform for Mr. Spencer. You can learn all of his skills, all of his techniques that he's been doing since 19 years old, with a lot of knowledge, and coaching with him, which is brilliant actually. And plus a lot of things. You can be a friend with Spencer. He has a very nice home in the Palm as well. So go and enjoy. He's a welcoming person. Maybe you can have a slice of the banana bread as well.
Deal. I'll happily make banana bread for everybody.
Yeah, inshallah things will open up and we can continue visiting and having the life we have. Anyone have any questions? If not, I think no one have questions. So thank you so much, Spencer, for having us. Thank you so much for opening up and sharing your technology, your story. And I hope that you, inshallah, stay GOAT, but and stay giving us this spirit and hope. I thank everyone who attend. Inshallah, this interview, I will have a subtitle on it and I will publish it on my social media. So all of you can enjoy listening more and more to Spencer. I also would like to welcome you to a podcast, Spencer Podcast. It's a treasure of information with the amazing guest. You can see Spencer being a TV host or radio host, and amazing questions. And you can listen to others' stories. Thank you so much. And I thank God for giving us such a personality between us. I thank Dubai for gathering all the best peoples in the world, in this country. And thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been wonderful being a guest. I appreciate your time.
Yalla, ma'as salama. Bye-bye.
Bye.